All right, guys, we're moving into our webinar cheat sheets. Now, this is a step-by-step sequence that you can take after you've gone through the course. Now, I'm not going to tell you every single little detail in here. We're going to go over some of the main points of it, all right? Now, the first sequence that we're going to go through is how to identify my target customers, your target customers. What demographics are we going to be using? What's his most compelling need? What's keeping him up at night? It's very important that you do your avatar. Find out who your customer is. Now, I've developed my own avatar for my ideal customer, and I use these methods. Emailing of my list, utilizing YouTube, because I'm a YouTube nut, Facebook, Twitter. In fact, I haven't been using Twitter as much as I should. I should be announcing these webinars on Twitter. Posting on forums, pre-recorded simple presentations. That's one of the things here. It doesn't have to be complicated, guys. You can use weekly webinars for paying customers. We've talked a little bit about that in the past. One other thing we haven't brought up is training sessions for employees or JV announcements. We've looked at some of the different, I'll get into more some of the web hosting options for here. We also have transcription services in place. You can take your webinar, and you probably already know this, but it's worth repeating. Take your webinar, get it transcribed, clean it up, boom. You have an instant WSO right there. Saves you a bunch of time. And believe me, there's a lot of people doing this. You can do the same thing. Something else that we could do here would be some of the pre-selling strategies. Google AdWords clicks, YouTube and Twitter bites. We've talked about that already. Selling as a bundle on ClickBank. It doesn't just have to be in the WSOs. Using graphics to highlight sales pages, using video. We talked about rebranding PLR products earlier. Offering resale rights to webinars. Having contests with cash prizes. You can also use them for unannounced bonuses for your list. We talked a little bit about that. Give them as recordings and transcripts. Offer for limited time only pricing. Now, let's get into practicing your webinar presentation. Now, you got to get familiar with the technology. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and try to sugar that up and sugarcoat that for you because it's not the truth. But it's okay. You've got the time. Spend a little bit of time practicing with a friend, practicing by yourself. You know, you're gonna make some mistakes. You're gonna be able to edit it. That's the cool thing about it. You can do this 5 times if you need to before you have an actual audience. Edit it till you know the tonalities that you're using that are going to work the most effective. Believe me, as you probably can figure out already, I'm not a great public speaker. That's okay. I'm getting better. And the next time you will see me in my next WSO with the recordings, I'll be better. And I'll keep getting better, and I'll keep selling more products. And you can do the same thing. This is not rocket science. So, again, I've said it once before, but hey, I came from a blue-collar background. I can do this, you can do it too. So, now we can also use webinars as a follow-up method. Now, here's the way to do this. Now, you can use a webinar, The purpose of a webinar can also be to build your credibility. Branding yourself, create an end product. This is for people that are brand new. This is for people that just got started. You can do your webinars free at first. All right. Now, this is going to be in the cheat sheets. You could print this. I encourage you when you get this report to print this out and keep it on your desk. Be able to read this at least once, twice a week and really follow through with what you learn. Now, one of the key things that I do in my webinars is no more than 60 minutes. I put in here 90 minutes or longer. Truly, I'm not that interesting after 60 minutes, I don't think. There are people that would say different. I would say keep it over 30 minutes and within a 60-minute time frame, especially when you're first starting out. That's my recommendation. Use a good quality microphone. Do not be cheap. I hear people, the guys in my mastermind that I'm in, saying, oh, go buy the lavalier, blah, blah, blah. It's $25. Yeah, I've got one. And it's okay if you have nothing else, but truly, they stink. You know, I could use other language, but I won't. Bottom line is get a real microphone, all right? I've got a Rode Podcaster that's a studio quality here. Hey, I paid $300 for it. There's a Yeti out there, the professional version's $120 now. get it. Get something in that price range at least. Do not mess around with cheap microphones. Enough said on that. Obviously, you need high-speed internet, web hosting account. Good lights, only if you want to show yourself on the screen. This is, I'm not doing anything fancy here. Again, this was mainly done more for audio. I've got some other tips I'm going to be sharing with you later. Using Keynote is a great tool if you've got Mac. I think it looks a lot slicker than PowerPoint. PowerPoint to me is very boring. That's my own personal opinion. Plans to upsell customers. Again, this is all written in a way that you need to print out. And I'm just kind of reading over some of the highlights of it. Surveys that you can do for maximum results. Things that you can do in your webinar to make yourself unique is another one. Making friends with your participants before the webinar starts. Finding out what they need. It's all about service. It's all about taking that next step for your customers. We talked about in the past about coaching consulting. You can also do that on a webinar. You can create a coaching material that can be used for repurposing material that you already own. You can pay a ghostwriter if you need to, if you don't want to do that. Using PLR content and repurposing with videos. Now, some other techniques that we'll go through, and we'll go through them pretty quickly here, is we've talked about drip feeding. Try to say that 10 times fast. Drip feeding content in a membership site. That's my business model. You will see that in at least the next 3 WSOs, I promise, and they're going to be worth at least 10 times the value of what I'm charging for it, because you're going to learn all the secrets, everything I'm teaching here, everything I'm taught in the Value Trojan, everything I'm going to be teaching in the next WSO, including the YouTube product that's coming out forward. I'm also going to take that a step further. I won't tell you the secrets there yet. You're going to have to wait. That's going to be about 3 or 4 weeks from now. So, didn't want to get too much off subject. Now, everything I've just shared with you as far as the cheat sheets are an outline that I use when I'm preparing my shows. You can use all of them or any part of that, and you can get great results because you've got a plan. Follow the plan. Don't reinvent the wheel here. The old saying, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Not that you're stupid. Hey, I'm saying that to myself sometimes. Keep it real. Keep it simple. Don't get complicated. You're going to get members come onto your site if you're using the model of the Value Trojan because they want the content. It's guaranteed to increase your sales if you just implement what I'm teaching you in this course. The connections you can make in the mastermind are more than anything I can list here. Again, if you can get people in your Value Trojan, $5, $10, $20 a month, whatever your price point is, if you're not being greedy, you can get the right customers. You can get those people that are the right customers to move up in your business to that $97 a month program when the timing's right for both of you. Work with people that want to be like you. Work with people that work good with you and you want to work with them. Don't work with the pains in the butts like we've talked about in the past. So really, the best thing to do is follow this step by step. I also got, like I've mentioned a few times, I also have a mastermind. Yes, the price point. I told you that already. I make no bones about that. It's less than $5 a month. Try it out. I'm going to give you a full 30 days in there. If I cannot give you 10 times the value, 10 times the value of that $5, again, that's less than a cup of Starbucks latte and so many other comparisons I won't even get into. If you cannot find the value in that, hey man, get your money back. It's less than $5 a month. Once you're in our program, even though it's offline consulting, we're going to be sharing tips on video marketing. We're going to be sharing tips on list building. So many other things that are going to be inside that group. It's going to blow your mind. We're going to be using hot conferencing for resharing material that I own. Check it out. Hey, that's it. Thank you so much. Take care, and we'll see you on the other side. Bye.